So it's day one of my directing course. I've just come back. As well as it being day one of my directing course, I'm counting this as like step one into the official directing journey. And I just wanted to, I guess, collect my thoughts after my first class, because it's been a full day and my brain is working away so hard after receiving so much information and having so many things come at me all day, that I wanted to kind of, get all my thoughts down now. Well, down, because I'm not writing, I'm making a video instead, as to how I feel after the first day and how anxious I am. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like, well, I have received a lot of information today. Not that it was very, I can't really do anything right now, obviously, regarding directing, but I guess today I really got to see just how much work it is being a director, how much you have to know that your theater company or your cast, everyone that is involved in your production, how much they're going to depend on you, which scares me right now. That's a terrifying thought. I want to know as much as I can about this profession. I want to be a really good director. I do want to, work professionally as a director. I want my own company. At the end of the line, I want my own theater. Right now, I feel like a fetus. Because, I just saw how many things I'm gonna have to know about. I'm really going to have to throw myself into this. I'm really overwhelmed with how much I will have to know right now. Today I found out that 2 of our assignments are going to be together a 5 to 10 minute scene on which we have to get feedback, which was kind of like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I get it, because that can be very rough. It can be with literally get your friend, your family member, someone to read these lines or something. I'm not really sure how it's supposed to be put together yet or anything, but we were told I'll assess you, give you feedback, blah 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 blah. And we were told preferably these 5 to 10 minute scene should be from the same play that you will be working on your future assignment. And I was like, oh my god, panic. And turns out then we need to put together a 30-minute piece. That was horrifying to me, because right now I just have to keep repeating that, I feel, because it's like in the future I will watch this and be like, Jesus Christ, well obviously right now after the first class you don't know anything, which is obvious. Obviously I don't know anything. I've only ever performed but never directed, so obviously I'm anxious and I don't know anything, and I couldn't possibly direct something right now. Well, I could, but it'd be very bad. Yeah, so that kind of horrified me. I know ideas and everything you should start working on things now, start thinking of the play now, start thinking about how you're gonna get actors and who, what kind of thing you want to create in the end, because we can go all out and, hire a venue, have actors, have sets, have props, costumes, everything. Or you can literally, do it in your garden, in your sitting room with 2 friends, whatever. Because it's just for educational use and to be submitted as an assessment for this course. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. But I also don't want to do something terrible and boring and mediocre, minimum. It made me get really anxious in that moment. So that moment was when I thought I have to make a video and document just how much anxiety I have about this right now. The bunch of people I have to work with they seem pretty great. There's a lot of experience there. I was one of 4 today who have never directed anything, whereas the rest of the class have more than once. So that was very wow, you really don't know anything. You really haven't done any of this yet kind of moment for me. Which is fine, my life has just begun. I'm only beginning my journey of life, of adulthood, of this career, everything, but I can't help compare myself, obviously, when you're standing in a room full of people and you're one of 4 who has never directed, you can't help but feel very like, wow, they're really gonna look at me as, well, a fetus. I haven't done anything. So then I worry, but you have to pull yourself back and kind of realize my life is just starting out, my career is just starting out, this is my first step to that. I'm still young, there's a lot ahead of me, I have a lot of learning to do. So yeah, at the end of the day, after the entire day of workshopping and playing games and talking, I'm like really excited to see how much I learn and get out of this. I made friends today, that's always good. Yeah, and I hope it'll be a really interesting and educational experience. Not just in terms of learning about directing, but in terms of learning who I am even more, because I've never been put in these situations where, you know, we're gonna have to direct pieces, work with people, discuss all these things, work in the theater, which I've never done from this aspect. My anxiety has eased now, more like compared to how I was in the morning, because I guess the day went much better than expected. But yeah, there's still a lot regarding all the future projects and things that are expected of me. I really hope this goes well, and I really want to be a good director. I really do, and I really want to know my stuff. So yeah, that was day 1 of jumping into the directing journey. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm very tired. I can physically feel like my brain frying after having so much information thrown at me today. I'm finding it hard to speak. So yeah, today was interesting. I'm looking forward to the rest of them. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Sorry about this weird hair thing as well. So yeah, that's all I have for today. So yeah, Jenny out.